Hey everybody, welcome back to Daniel's Nitro RC channel. How is everybody doing tonight? Tonight is going to be kind of a cool night because I'm going to show you guys why tonight is going to be a cool night. So I'm going to put my table over here so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing tonight. Tonight, I am going to be trimming this 1972 Chevy C10 square body Chevy body for my Tmaxx that I got today. So tonight is going to be kind of a cool night because you guys get to see me trim this body and fit it. So the first thing I want to do is I'm trying to fit it onto the body where I think it needs to be, trying to get it somewhat square and level with the body. So I'm going to be trimming and modifying it as I go, but I'm just putting it on there so I can trim it. Hopefully I can get it looks like everything's nice and straight. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the hole for my engine. So I got a little BB container. I'm going to put that right over the top of the engine here, and that should be pretty close to the hole size that I need. Now I'm going to get a marker or a pen or something along the lines of that and trace that out. Let's see. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my marker that I need real fast. So bear with me real quick. I'm going to go get my marker. Okay, now that I have my marker, now I'm going to trace out the round around this the best that I can without messing it up. Because I want this to look pretty good. Okay. That's pretty close where I need it to be. I might have to modify it just a little bit here. And I might have to, here we go. Might have to make it just a slight bit bigger. But it'll work for now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start trimming this body. I'm going to move my truck off. Put that on the ground so we can mainly work on this. So I'm going to open this package. I got this body scissor kit from Hobbytown, and I'm going to see how well it'll actually cut through this. So I'm going to open up this package here and see how good it works. And then I also have my hobby knife too that I'm going to be using as well. So I'm going to open this up. And they really package that good. stainless steel scissors. There we go. There's the scissors that I'm going to be using. And it also came with a hole reamer for the body mount holes, but I'm not going to do that until I cut the body part. Oh, that's nice. I like that thing. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on cutting this out. It's going to be kind of a challenge here. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think. This is my first custom body that I've ever had for a Tmaxx, so this is going to be kind of special for me. So I'm going to start cutting. Cutting this back part. Oh, you guys should see what color I'm going to paint it too. Pretty cool. I'm going to paint it bronze, metallic. So it'll be pretty cool when I get it done. I'm going to go ahead and open up my hobby knife set because I'm going to be needing that cut. It says if you score it, it'll come right off. And boy, they were right about that when they said that. Okay. So now I know exactly what to do. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this out. So bear with me a little bit. Try not to cut myself. That works out great. Cutting or scoring it works good when cutting it out. Actually, it looks pretty good. And I can use my scissors if I need to kind of clean it up a little bit. So now I'm going to cut around the fender wells. Kind of a hard deal to do here. From the factory, I just don't understand why they don't make these to where you can, just cut it but this one is actually cooperating with me pretty well. Just gotta score it just right. And it just literally breaks right off. See, there's one well done. Cool. Now I'm gonna go off of the body line here. I do like though that they give you lines to go by when you're cutting it. You use your hobby scissors in the process. That way, when you go to break it off, it just comes right off, just like that. Pretty cool. And they give you plenty of room, like to do like the fine detail stuff on it. Going really good for my first RC body. Custom. Okay, now I'm going to cut off this section. That will complete that fender well. Yeah, that actually is turning out pretty good. There we go. Cool thing about it is, if you mess up, you can always take your hobby knife and clean up all the edges, make it look good. See, like that. There's one side cut out. Now we're gonna work on the front side. Cut up on there. make a score mark. Now remember, only scoring this, which means you just barely cut into the plastic. And then it should just break right off, which it is. It's actually going really good. I also notice it's a lot thicker than the Tmaxx body that was on my truck originally, which is good too. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and bend it so I can score that and break it right off like that. See, there's the front. Turned out pretty good so far. So now we're gonna work on cutting this side. I'm gonna start with this rear fender area. And we're going to just cut or score around the fender on this side. I'm just going to score the whole end of it. Like so. Now that should just come right off of there. Now that I scored that, and it is coming right off. Okay, now we're going to make a little small cut right here and the cut here, like so. There's that. That actually turned out pretty good. I'm going to do a little trimming right here. Not a whole lot of trimming, but some. Just wasn't even right there in that one area. There we go. Here's that section. Now I'm going to cut around the bottom here. be a small little cut is all you need. Let the knife blade do the work. Now we're going to take it and break that off where I just made a score mark. There you go. It's almost cut out. Got just a little bit more left. Trying not to cut my whole hand off in the process. In the end, you can always go by and fine tune all of your cuts and stuff like that, but it's turning out really good. Now, I'm going to cut off this so I can work on the fender, or the last fender. Cut that off. Okay, now I'm going to score a line around this last fender. All right, and I got my final mark, or scoring mark, and I'm going to pull that off where I cut that. Okay, guys, look at that. Turned out pretty good. Now I'm going to go back and fine tune all my cuts here, make sure everything's. So I want this body to look good when I cut, or when I paint this. So I'm just going back, cutting off what I need, getting rid of all those imperfections in the body that may still be there. I'm just looking it over here. Look, there's one. Make sure you trim all that before you paint it. Have awesome results after. Okay, guys. Now that is fully cut out of the mold. Now I'm gonna take all this junk here, all this trash, and just set it down on the ground for now, so I can get my truck chassis back up here, and then we'll start dry fitting everything. So now I'm gonna put the truck up here. See, now we can get a feel of what it's actually gonna look like. So now I need to cut out the engine area for the engine hole. I might have to get something just a slight bit bigger, round, just to be on the safe side here. So I need to find something that's just a little bit bigger round, because I want to, let me see if I can find something that I can use. Let's see, what do I have that's round? It's big enough. Let me go look around the house a little bit and see what I can find that's a little bit bigger than that. I'm gonna go find a lid. You guys are gonna laugh a little bit, but this is what I found. A black pepper lid. I don't know if it's gonna be big enough or not. Actually, that might work. I'm gonna just trace around that with my marker. Let's see. Hopefully I can make it a little bit bigger than what it was. What I'm trying to get at here is so the engine head goes over the body, so I can do a dry fit after I cut it out. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's a little bit bigger than what it was. So I'm just gonna bear with that and see what I can do here. I'm gonna go in the circle for it and go from. Now that I got it all cut out. And if I ever do need to make it or a little bit bigger, I can always trim it out. But this is a good start to what I got right now. Let's stand up a little bit so I can work on cutting this. little bit bigger round will actually be better. So I can work with it. Okay, so now I got that cut out, and I need to figure out how I'm going to get that circle cut out of there. I'm going to see if I can stab a hole into the body here. There we go. Put a hole into it. There we go. That's what I want to see. I just need to cut my way to that mark. Oop, the blade's going to come out. You got to watch that because sometimes they will come out. Tighten it back down. Okay, now I should be able to push that out where I cut that or scored it anyway. Yep, there it went. Just gonna push that out what I cut. Look at that. Got it. Okay, now that should fit right over the engine. If it doesn't, I can always trim it or modify it. And thanks to the black pepper lid. That was kind of funny, actually. Okay, so now we're going to put the truck back up here. Okay, yeah, that's plenty big enough for what I need. Now I can go ahead and line everything up where I need it to go. Oh, I need to cut out one more thing here. It actually doesn't look half bad, guys. Look at that. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, so now I need to cut out for my fuel tank. The cutout for that. And then while I'm at it, I'm gonna trim the holes for my body mounts. And I want it to be completely straight here. The straight is key. You want to make sure it's straight. Now I'm gonna put a little tiny dot right there, right there, right there, and right there. Okay, that looks good right there. Everything looks lined up. Everything looks good. Check the other side. Okay, now I'm going to cut or ream the holes for the body. So now, take my handy dandy little reamer tool, and I'm going to start reaming the holes. Actually, it works pretty good. And mark it with something here. So I can see where I need to quit. That's pretty close right there. So I need to stop right at this line. Or that's pretty close to it anyway. Oh, I got a ways to go yet. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's one. Because that one should be pretty darn close. This one right here. But I'm not sure yet until I get them all done. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, that looks pretty close. You use that tool to clean the holes on both sides. When you get it done, you always want to clean the other side of it. That way you got a nice trimmed hole to use. There we go. Okay, that should fit right on there. Yes, it actually fits on the front. Now let's see if my holes. That actually looks pretty good, guys, on this body. Or on this chassis, I mean. So now I'm gonna cut back. Actually, good, actually. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remark those holes because they got kind of off just a pinch. Okay, boys. Now I'm going to cut the back ones now, or ream out the back ones. I'm going to take my little reamer tool and do the same thing. This thing works pretty good. Not too bad of a price either. Got it pretty cheap. There we go. Got one more left. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, I just wanted to take a look at these decals while looking at this body here. These are the window decals. Little book tells you about the bodies and everything. Just looking at these. Okay. All right. Reaming out this last hole in the body. Okay, now that should fit right on there. Should. We will test fit it and see what we got. So I'm gonna grab it again. Now we're gonna test fit it. That fits, that fits, that fits. All right, it fits. Pretty cool. Okay, I see an area that I need to trim, or a few areas, but nothing too major. And then I need to trim out from my fuel tank. I'll show you guys what it looks like from here. That looks pretty darn cool. So now I'm going to take my marker and there. Let's see, I need to cut out this area right here. We need to go straight across. There we go. So now I got that marked out for my fuel tank. Now I need to cut just a little bit around where the engine is. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit, I noticed. And I'm going to pop it back off. Like so. I'm going to do a little bit of trimming around where the engine head is. I'm going to take my blade and okay, so I scored that. I may have trouble cutting that. I'm going to cut into it a little bit. Might have to score it twice. Some areas are a little bit tougher than some. Just gotta make sure that you take your time and don't cut into anything you don't want to cut into. That's what you don't want to do. So just take your time and do it right way first time. It'll turn out. Now I need my tools here to help me pull this out where I trimmed it. Kind of aid me into pulling off this area here where I cut. Okay, so I need to trim just a little bit, not much, just enough to make it uniform. All right. All right, that's now cut out. Now I'm going to test fit it one more time just to make sure everything fits right. Pop the truck up here again. That should fit flawlessly on there. Okay, it does now. That clears the engine head and everything like that. Now I'm going to cut out for my fuel tank area so I can get fuel into it without taking the body off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Fits pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start trimming out. Now remember, you only have to score into this, because I've learned that real quickly. And it doesn't take much either, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take my reamer tool and I'm going to help myself get the knife blade to go into the area that I just cut. I'm just going to ream a hole in it like so. Clean it up a little bit. Even though it doesn't need to be perfect right there, because I'm going to be working in that area. All right, now I can take my knife, get it in there. And just need to cut it down to where I scored it originally. Now I should be able to pull that out and then have nothing but the fuel filler door now. Actually, I'm just going to start pulling plastic out of it. kind of a hard area to cut right there. But I am getting it slowly. Okay, now I think I could probably pull the rest of it out. Where I cut it. Anyway, there we go. Now I can fine trim those areas. So I don't want any of it to be sharp, if at all possible. I'm trying to avoid that. All right, guys. Now we'll do the final test fit. Should be good to go. Make sure everything works the way it should. I'm gonna go ahead and just dry fit it on there. Make sure I can get my fuel door open, which I can. Okay. All right, guys. It is finished. Now I'm going to put my body clips on there just to hold it for now. Looks really cool. It'll look even better when I paint it, though. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Oh, one more thing. I'm painting it this color, bronze, metallic champagne bronze. That's what color it's going to be. So stay tuned for that.